welcome back to Geek Out is Say. We're back.
Yay!
Even after all the issues I had with my PC over the weekend.
You have like the worst PC issues lately. I don't know.
I got some nasty malware on there that was doing some freaky stuff.
You have like the freaky PC monkeys.
I put on some new antivirus, so hopefully that'll fix it and we won't have any more issues with that. But I had to set everything up. I even lost the intro and the outro, so you just saw a new intro. Hopefully you liked it a little bit better. But yeah, no, I'm digging it.
Yeah, you had quite the epic computer thing going on. And then you got this new little computer thing that I don't quite understand, and you're going to do a review video of that soon and put it up for everybody.
I'm going to do a review of it soon. It's called the, what is it called? Oh, it's the Kangaroo.
Yeah.
It's the Kangaroo PC, mini PC.
And it's mini, like, they're not
mini.
kidding.
It's like not much bigger than this.
So when you showed it to me the other day, I was like, no, that's a computer? And you were like, yes, it's a computer. I was like, no, come on. What is it really?
It holds Windows 10 on it, and you can like install applications on it and run it like a regular PC. I mean, it's not going to be like a super mega gaming PC, but
right. We're not going to use the Kangaroo to run the show. Is that what you're saying? That's not our backup.
No. Well, you probably use it as a backup for like one camera,
right?
And maybe no audio or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, no, you can plug it into a TV and use it as like, make your TV, if it's not a smart TV, you can make it a smart TV.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. So I can't wait to see your review video when it comes out and see what all you have to say about it. But so computers everywhere, huh?
Computers everywhere, and I got the nice monitors set up because my other PC just died, but it's been dead for a long time, so it was good to pull this over and get the nice monitors on the streaming PC. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have a feeling that there's going to be new computer things in our future.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. It's about time. I've had that computer and been trying to keep it going for a very long time.
Well, we use our computers a lot too. Yeah. So it's not like, we're not out there doing research or writing things or working on things. So
or working on graphics and stuff like that. Or
yeah, they kind of get beat up a lot. So I can understand why they would go out pretty easily.
But guess what's happening right now? In the gaming world.
I'm like, is it a computer thing?
PS4, no, it's actually a game console thing. The PS4 is going to release an update here pretty soon. They didn't say exactly when it's going to happen, but you're going to be able to remote play games on your PC or Mac. So you can like stream whatever's on your PS4 to your Mac or your PC. You can play it on your laptop. Just like the little laptop right here.
So, the games you have on your PS4, you stream them to your laptop and you can play them from your laptop?
Yeah.
Well, how do you do... Wait, okay.
It's remote play.
But don't you have, like, things you have to save and stuff? So is it going to save it on both platforms?
No. It just saves it to the PS4. You're just able to access the video control it from your PC.
I know when I bought you your PS4 for Christmas, it was the bundle and it had Battlefront. Right. But it doesn't actually have Battlefront the game. It has a code for Battlefront.
Right.
So is this kind of ties on with all of that, with the getting the codes, and so you have a code and it's like a digital game comes to you, so now you can like spread it out to your other like devices kind of thing?
No. It's streaming whatever's on there to your PC.
That sounds
but
complicated.
you can it's not complicated.
Okay.
Now they haven't exactly said. There are drivers. They haven't exactly said about the controllers to be used on the computer, but it's. What are you doing? Stop! Stop!
I'm
Stop
tweeting
it.
you.
Stop it! I don't want it. Don't tweet me.
I tweeted you.
It's,
You got tweeted.
so
Well, wouldn't
they
you just
they have
use the...
they have like drivers that you can use, but they're not from like Sony. It's like somebody has gone through and a group has gone through and made drivers so you could play your what is it, DualShock 4 controller on your PC or Mac or whatever. But eventually, I guess they're going to do that unless you're going to control it by your mouse and
Well, that's what I was thinking. You use like the hotkeys and stuff, and you use the arrows and stuff. I mean, when we
it would be a
PC
pain,
gaming
or you
before,
connect like a regular. I don't know.
or you get like a USB connection for the controller.
Yeah, but you would still need the drivers for that. Because it would have to control like the DualShock, so the vibration, and to be able to. Anyway.
What? Nobody
I'll have
can
to
see
do
me.
all that stuff.
Nobody
You're
can see me
rolling your
making
eyes.
faces over here because I don't know what you're talking about.
It's really cool to be able to play
No, it's totally cool.
your PS4 like just on your computer.
Like, I'm sure that there are gamers who are going to be very excited about this. I don't like get the whole technology thing. I mean, if anybody watched the Strictly Nerd Twitch that we were on, they saw how bad I am at video games. So I guess it sounds fun. I don't have any time in my life for games, so I don't know. I just think, like, if you're already obsessed with games, do you really need them to be even more accessible to you than they already were?
Well, wouldn't you have already had that wanting to be that connected if you are? And now this is just an added thing to make you even more happy?
I guess.
I don't know. You don't get it. You're not a gamer.
I'm not that kind of gamer. Let's
Nick
clarify.
understands.
I do understand, especially since the new thing for the PS4, where you can connect it to your TV in a different room and play your PS4 in both rooms at the same time. Like, it
Wait,
just
what?
crashed. There's some new PS4 system that Sony put out where if you have a PS4, all you do is buy this secondary system and you plug it into a different TV, and you can play your PS4 from that TV. And they thought it was going to be this huge thing. It was going for like $250, and it tanked. It's going for about $50 right now on Amazon. So
Now I lost my microphone. That actually sounds kind of cool for people who like to move around, so that they don't have to like unplug their whole system. I guess that worked like in our household because we had 3 kids, right? And so if they wanted to play different places, or we wanted to use the TV in the living room, you were moving the game console around. And I remember when we were kids, it was the same way. Like, you had to move the game. So I could kind of see that being a thing. I'm surprised that didn't do well.
I thought it was really cool. And I
But
didn't
maybe with this
understand.
new thing, this is going to take over.
Because it's not an extra piece of equipment that you have to buy. It's something that you may already have.
So it just comes downloaded on the computer? Or how are they going to do it?
No idea.
Okay.
I guess we'll find out when we get that firmware update.
Interesting. Well, that'll be interesting to see how it is. So I guess when we...
They're going to like stream it through like the internet, I guess. I don't know. Through the network.
Well, yeah, it sounds like an interesting concept. I don't know how it's going to work, but you're right. Like, if let's say that you have a game you really like and you're a college student or something and you're out there traveling around and you have it, on your laptop or whatever. I guess sometimes I think in teacher mode, and I'm like, yeah, that's all I need is for my kids to be able to, like, use their cell phone or whatever and access their PS4 games. I'd never get them to get off. So I'd be putting all kinds of cell phones in cell phone jail. Your cell phone's in jail. Your cell phone's in jail. It'd be the Oprah of cell phone jail. But yeah, I guess I could see, or like if you were traveling, let's say you wanted to travel to a friend's house or whatever. And then, because I always see, like, our other son, he's always, like, taking his equipment apart and taking it to a friend's house. Oh, we're going to all hook it up, we're going to hook it up at this friend's house. So that would be easier, because then you would just be able to, yeah, so I can see the applications of that. That makes sense. I get
You
it.
just had to
I had
think
to
your way
think
through
my way
it.
through it. You know how I am sometimes. I'm like, I don't get it.
'Cause
I'm like
you're
Tom
just
Hanks in Big.
I don't get it. Well,
I don't
he's not the one that says I don't get it
I
like
don't
that.
get it. I don't get it. I inspire that.
He
So, yeah.
says it like
He doesn't even say I don't get it. He like says like this whole conversation of what he doesn't understand about it. Yeah. I am way too fascinated with this Pikachu. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
so. Yeah, no, I'm waiting for that to happen. Apparently, they did some kind of like PlayStation system in Japan that they like totally didn't do. I don't know. You should probably like clip that to your shirt.
I've clipped it to my shirt 3 times and it keeps popping off. We'll see
Like
how
that.
that works.
That should work there.
Okay.
So that's gonna be good. But yeah, what do we had something that happened since you're all dressed up and we're showing off Pikachu and stuff like that.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this first.
No, we talked about PS4 first.
So people might know that I have Pika Pika and Pika Pika because this whole year is actually the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. So Pokemon came out 20 years ago, but February 27th was like the official like day, Pokemon Day. I guess the 27th was the first day when they first released the games. So I have some facts to tell everybody about. And then in a little bit, the producer is going to come over and tell us some more because he's a Pokemon super freak. He's our youngest son, and our children are like Pokemon fanatics. Like Vincent can tell you, they have serious issues. So, so I have some facts for Pokemon anniversary. The Japanese company Game Freak launched the video game series called Pokemon February 27th, 1996. Okay? And it had the red game and the green game, the red and the green versions. Those were the 2 original ones with
Very Christmassy.
very Christmassy, with 150 Pokemon. Okay, so that's how it all started. So now here we are, 20 years later.
It started with the games, or did it start out with the show?
Started with the games. Little known fact. It's in my facts right here that I have. The show did not launch until a year after the Game Boy games first launch.
Huh,
So
I
the
didn't
show
know that.
actually came after. I didn't know that. There have been 17 Pokemon films that I did not know. I thought there was only like 3 or 4. There have been 17 Pokemon films.
It's been a lot.
In the pilot episode, we find out that Ash Ketchum actually got Pikachu because he overslept. And he was supposed to get a different starter Pokemon, and he ends up getting Pikachu. Pikachu really loves ketchup. Like, loves ketchup. Apparently, there are episodes where he licks ketchup off of Ash's face. So, in 2000, the Heinz Company released a special Pokemon series of ketchup bottles. I didn't see those. I bet those were cute. A 1997 episode of Pokemon was canceled because 600 kids in Japan reported seizure symptoms after the lights flashed on screen during a computer worry Porygon.
Don't go on YouTube and look that up because it's
Like, if you go look it up, it's like really messes you up.
Episode, but we watched it and it messes you up. Like it's
So apparently this is a thing. Like, I said this before and people were like, oh yeah, I knew that. That's where I think The Simpsons had an episode that was based on this
hey,
happening.
Mike, man. It's Mike Ritz is on.
Oh, hi, Mike.
He says, I didn't know the shows went back, went that far back. But yeah, no, we have altered shows. I think there's like 1 or 2 of them that's not on there, but we'll eventually get those on. But you can see the progression of what it is now.
Yeah. Poliwag stomach swirls are based on the intestines of an actual tadpole. Actually, a lot of the Pokemon are based off of this. What were you saying about the entomologist? That
the person who originally made Pokemon, who pitched it to Nintendo, he was like a part-time entomologist, and the whole game Pokemon was based off his love for bug collecting.
So it started with like that. So that you'll see a lot of similarities. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee are named after Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee. Despite the name Mr. Mime Pokemon can be females. um, there are only a few Pokemon who can talk in a language that humans can understand. They're obviously Meowth, right? Because we all know he talks. And it's Chatot, Doduo, and Hoopa. There is now a real-life protein named after Pikachu called a Pikachurn. Like, I guess somebody who discovered this protein was really into Pokemon, and when you're a scientist and you discover something, you get to name it.
It has to do with electrical impulses in the brain, and that's why it's called Pikachu, because it's based off of electricity.
There we go. See, Pokemon. We have the Pokemon Master. Ash Ketchum has been voiced by multiple women. It's normally women who voice Ash. Supposedly,
just
there's
like Bart Simpson.
Yeah, Bart Simpson is a lady too. Supposedly, there's the internet conspiracy theory that the music in Lavender Town causes children to commit suicide. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. There's a Pokemon glitch frequently referred to as Missing Note. Encountering it during gameplay messes up the graphics and can corrupt your whole file.
It can also give you 99 of every item in the game. So people would actually go out in the game and look for Missing No using a special technique where you would fish. And then if you got it and you were lucky, you would get 99 of every item in the game. So it would make everything a lot easier.
But if you're unlucky, then it messes up your whole
destroys
file.
Your entire game. Yeah.
Ouch.
So you gotta like flip the coin. Do I want to try and get 99?
A good thing.
There are several Pokemon that have palindromic names. Palindromic means it's the same forward as it is backwards. So they're Alomomola. It's A-L... Say it for me.
Almamola.
Almamola. Eevee, Girafarig, and Ho-Oh. And then...
That sounds like a great horror movie, Mike says.
Yeah. And then that there are several names that are names backwards. Like Arbok is Cobra backwards, and Ekans is Snake backwards. And that the ends of the names for Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are Uno, Dos, and Tres. So the evolutions. So those are some fun Pokemon facts for Pokemon.
I like the Pokemon that they released for this 20th anniversary thing.
What was the
I
name
did a
of
little
it?
research myself since I knew we were going to talk about this, and it's called Celebi or something like that.
Celebi.
Celebi.
So each month, the people that made Pokemon or Nintendo or whoever's doing this thing, I'm guessing it's Nintendo. Every month they're releasing a new Pokemon box with a full body art of the card, a pin, and 2 packs from the the Generations set, which is kind of like a remake of the original set. It's like a homage to it. But yeah, every month they're going to be releasing a new box. So February's box was Mew, and this month's box is Celebi. And Celebi is actually coming out today, so it's going to be in stores around the U.S. and like Target, Toys R Us, all those kind of places.
So,
and just so you didn't, you're not hearing Al right now. You're hearing our son Nick.
Yeah.
Al's out.
hi, Al.
Just saying hi, Al. If you're
Hope
watching
you feel
this,
better.
hope you feel better.
All right. Nick's going to put the camera on me, and he's actually the producer, but this is his box. And
we should let him open it.
He was going to let me open it, but there were like tears in his eyes when he said, "Sure, Mom, I'll let you open it on air." So I knew he really wanted to open it himself. So he's going to come over here, and he knows way more about Pokemon than I do. I mean, Vincent and I know from all the years with the kids growing up with Pokemon, but Nick knows more than we do. So, all right.
Hello,
so
everybody.
tell us a little bit about this stuff.
So this is the first box out of 11 that are going to be coming out.
You should probably get a little bit closer to him because...
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
So this is the first out of 11 boxes that are going to be coming out this year. The last one is going to come out in December. And they started with Mew, who is technically the first... It's hard to say, but technically the first Pokemon. The Mew has the DNA of all the other Pokemon in it, so technically it's like the father of all Pokemon. It just depends on who you talk to. But yes, this is the Mew box, and then I do have somewhere this poster. I got this at GameStop on Pokemon Day. If you bought something Pokemon related, they gave you this poster. This is going to be all the 11 Pokemon that they release these months.
So which one is the one that Daddy thought was cute?
So this is Celebi. This is the one that's coming out this month. It's coming out today, actually. It's gonna be
but
in
you have the
stores.
plushie of this, right?
Yes, I just bought the plushie that they have. They're gonna put. Hopefully, they're gonna have 20th anniversary.
fix mine.
We should be back on. So.
Okay. I will see if anybody sees us. Hello. Okay.
Are we back?
Hold on. I'm asking people on chat.
Are we back on? Mom, are we
I don't
back
know.
on?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know.
Let me go to the site and then I'll know. So Vanna White, your thing. Go show me
What am I doing? What?
this poster thingy. Vanna White it while we.
What does Vanna White mean?
Oh my God! He just asked me what Vanna White means. Oh,
What does
my
that mean?
heart hurts. I'm so old.
Yeah,
I'm
you
so
are. It's okay.
old.
So old. It's alright.
Vanna White is the lady
Mm-hmm.
who turns
History
the
lesson.
tiles on Wheel of Fortune. Let me go to the site and then.
Isn't there
okay.
a new one?
That looks like us. Okay, this is us. Hi, us.
Hello.
We're back.
Isn't there
Okay.
a new lady that does that now?
No, it's
What's
Vanna.
her name?
Okay, Vanna
Okay.
White it like this. Oh.
Hello.
Yes.
These are all the glorious things. So yes, these are the original 151 Pokemon. They're considered Generation 1. There was only originally 150, but then they created Mew as the 151st as a promotion. So you could... The only way to get it in game in the original red and blue version was to actually glitch. You had to do a glitch to go out and get it. Otherwise, you'd have to go to a store like probably a Toys R Us or something like that and get it by link cables to the game. So yeah, I believe that Rhydon was actually the first Pokemon ever made, and that Clefairy, it's right here, was supposed to be Ash's first Pokemon instead of Pikachu, but they decided that Pikachu got better. They showed it in front of a bunch of kids and said, "Which ones do you like more?" And Pikachu was like, "Oh, he's the best." And
I mean,
so
it's
then they decided
Pikachu.
Pikachu. He is
Pika,
adorable,
Pika,
so we can't blame him for
He's
that.
in a Charizard
But yeah,
costume.
so for the cards they gave out at Toys R Us, these are the 4 cards. They gave these 2 out on the 27th, and then of course Pikachu and Magikarp, which is the most worthless Pokemon of all time, and then Clefairy, which was supposed to be his original, and Meowth, which was another candidate to be the original Pokemon, and obviously the mascot for Team Rocket, Jesse and James.
And that's
those are
coming
gonna
out
come
April 2nd.
So yeah, if you April 2nd, if you go to Toys R Us.
So if you
line up.
if you missed on February 27th, you still have a chance on April 2nd to go and at least get a couple of the
Get some
Pokemon.
nicer
Are they going to
ones.
have another activity book? Have they said they
They
might?
haven't. They haven't. They didn't really say much about this one until it was already over with. So, you know.
I know. I didn't even know it was happening until you
Yes.
guys told me it
Yeah.
had happened. So I didn't even know. Like you know, I'm sure if you really follow Pokemon, you would really, really know. Okay,
Yes.
so you have the special unveiling, which is why we drug you over
I have-
here,
yes, so-
and you weren't there to notice when the computer was going down.
Yes.
So
This box. It was. They brought it out on the 27th, and it was Mew is the. He's not the first legendary, but he's one of the most well-known legendaries. He, like I said, the only way
well,
to
they
get him in
had
the
that
game was
whole
in
movie
Glitch, but-
around Mew,
But yes,
right?
that was the first movie. Was the Mewtwo movie.
All right, let's open this
so-
bad boy and see what's inside of it.
Open it. So this one is super hard to open. We've been looking at videos online, and this is actually the easiest way to open it. It's just to tear it straight from the bottom.
Okay, so this is not like other collectibles. I mean, with this kind of collectible, you do
No,
want
I
to
don't.
open. You want to actually open it, right?
so
like I
the-
know other collectibles, or do you want to kind of buy one and open, and buy one and never open, or?
I would personally, I would say buy one and open it because the cards that are in here they could be amazing.
Nick, you're off mic, so you need to be
Oh,
talking
sorry.
a little bit.
There are some cards in this set that are worth lots of money right now. They're worth $40, $60. And the Mew pins are selling for a good amount. You could buy, 10 of these boxes, and then by selling just the pin and the promo card from the other 9 boxes that you didn't care about, you could buy 5 or 6 more boxes, and just get these packs. Because as I know of right now, they don't sell the generation packs. They don't sell them in just like normal
Oh, so they're not
packs.
going to sell them in in those little separate pack thingies.
No, they just sell them in these boxes right now.
Well, I won't make you take that out. You don't have to take it
So
out.
the first thing is this very beautiful Mew card. I hate the packaging on these. They're horrible. It's so hard to get them out, and they've been so
Yeah,
easily.
I don't want you
so
to do that. So
I'm
we're
not
not going to
gonna do
mess
that
that
right
up right now.
The second thing is this beautiful Mew pin. which I already have one of. I already have one of these boxes, but all the pins that they make for Pokemon are beautiful. They're gorgeous. They look really nice, and they pin just.
It's a really nice
really
looking
easy.
pin, actually. And on the back of it, there are actually little
Yes, they're
Pokeballs
tiny
embedded
Pokeballs.
into the back of this. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's actually some really nice detail
They're
for
awesome.
a little.
And they give them out with
thing.
almost every box, and they all have different ones for like the legendaries and stuff like that. But they're really nice. And then this is
That same poster
the
that
same
you
poster,
had.
and then on the back it tells you every Pokemon you're gonna get and the packs and all this different information about the game and the packs and stuff like that.
And that's cute, a little.
So then
Pikachu.
it does only come with 2 packs, which is weird. Well, I guess it's not weird, but it's not like most of that. When you get like a big box like this, usually they give you a whole bunch of packs, but
These always bummed me out, and I realize you need them like if you actually play the game. But I was like, oh, sad. You got an energy. Throw it away.
Yes, so which is weird because some of these energies are going for more than the original cards. They have like nice shiny energies and like really pretty designed ones, and they go for like $10 for like a simple energy. So then here's a pack. So we have a Gyarados, a
Slow,
Wobbuffet.
so people can see. And hold it kind of.
Wobbuffet with nice pretty lipstick on.
Wobbuffet has
We've got a
lipstick.
Clefable, the evolved form Clefairy.
Slow.
Machoke, which is evolved form Machop.
That's the rock one, or no?
No, that's the fighter one.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
buff
yeah.
guy.
Okay.
He turns into the guy with 4 arms. This is the Pikachu. This is actually the one that you're going to be getting with from Toys R Us. It just has the little Toys R Us logo right down there.
Okay.
And then there is Clefairy.
Oh, so you
Clefairy.
have this one and the evolution. Is it nice
Yeah.
to get that in the pack when you kind of get them and what they evolve into? Or
It is for people who play the game. For collectors, all we really care about is the nice cards. So I put those in the back for this pack because those are like the nice ones to show off last. But yes, so for people who play the game, you have to have the first Pokemon to get the second Pokemon. So when you're opening packs, you want to be sure to get the first evolution. There's Meowth.
he's so cute and naughty.
And then I have the Caterpie. This is called a reverse holo, where it has the holographic stuff on the outside, and it's got really nice, pretty leaf.
So
like a
instead of
leaving
him
design.
being holographic,
Yes,
the
it's
outside stuff.
rim. And then I have a Florbus, which is from the new set, the new series of games. And this one is also reverse holo, but it has, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, it has a nice symbol that they put right there on the bottom.
So this was
It's
not
really
part
shiny.
of the original 151.
No. So
Is this in the platinum and silver game, or what is it?
in the newest, the 7th generation, which is in oh man, it's not in black and white. It's in the next one. It's X and Y. There we go.
Oh, okay.
X and Y, which are the newest ones. And that's actually a really nice card. I don't have that one yet, so
The
I'll be adding
Floette.
that to my collection.
It looks like a little if a
Oh.
flower was a fairy. Okay, he's
Um,
drooling over here about cards. Okay.
So then we got another energy.
So
All of
boring
them
energy.
come with an energy, so
Yeah.
it's nice and boring.
I mean, you need it if you're playing the game.
yes.
Yeah.
And then I got a Flabebe, which is the first evolved form of the Florgus, the really nice one that I showed you.
Can
or
you
Florbus or
use
something.
these? It's Floette.
A
Can you
Floette, so that's
use
the third
these, or
evolved
would
form.
you use these with the holograms when you're playing the game, or no?
You can, or it just depends on the person. It's a case by case basis. They have really nice cases that you can buy for them. Lots of different
The card
backgrounds
sleeves
the
and
card
stuff.
sleeves
Uh-huh.
that you can put on if you play with them. But it doesn't really necessarily matter. And then we got a trainer here, boring trainer, Shauna. Another trainer, boring, Eversoda. It's all boring stuff. Magikarp. Again, this is the same one that you're going to get at Toys R Us, just with the little logo. These are coming out April 2nd. Okay. And then we got a Ponyta, one of the original 150. A nice card.
Oh, so there's
a Machop.
Machop.
So here's the first evolved form of the Machoke that I just showed you.
So I think it seems like they kind of stacked these since you're only getting 2. So if you wanted to get started in the game,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think that's a really good marketing ploy. And maybe I just look at things differently now that we make games.
Yeah, so
but
they give
I
you a
would
little
think,
bit of everything.
yeah, you get a little
some
bit.
starters, some big ones. Because if you open packs like this, there are only 2 guaranteed rares in the whole pack. Whenever you get a pack, you can only get up to 2 rares. You get 1 holographic and then 1 rare. So the holographic might also be rare, so you get 2 of them. But all the other cards are just randomly generated cards. So all the other cards are just random. They just throw them in the backpack, but you do get at least one holo foil or holographic card, and at least 1 rare. So then I got another energy, but this one is also a nice holo foil. It's got the little Pokeballs in the bottom, really nice looking. A Gengar, which is really nice. This one's really creepy looking.
Yeah, that is really creepy. I saw that.
If
It's
you know Gengar,
really...
he is kind of a creepy dude. And then the one I've been waiting to show you, Sylveon. So this is a full body art EX card. It is one of the less rare full body arts, but my best friend Ben has been dying to get his hands on this card.
I like the little...
He was gonna trade me like everything in his collection for this card, so I'm glad that I just pulled this one.
You're like, and now I'm getting everything in your collection, fool.
He might be watching this video afterwards and
I love
crying
this
himself
little...
to sleep.
I love the little Eevee in the back.
The ones in the generation are very beautiful.
They're
the full
really
body arts.
great.
They're adding several different Pokemon together. Like the Flareon has the Jolteon, and then they also have a Zapdos, which is going for a lot of money right now. But
these are super cute. Like
really,
this has
really
really
nice
stepped
looking.
it up from the way I remember it being, 20 years
it's not
ago.
the same Pokemon cards that you got before.
Yeah, no, these are really nice and really nice quality cards.
All right.
And again, nice pins and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
so.
thank you, bud. I appreciate you.
Of
We're going to
course.
kick you back to the producer
Yes, I'm
booth
gonna
so
go
you
back
can
to
make
the
sure that
thing,
we don't
so-
drop anything and mess up the show again. Thank you for showing us and sharing Pokemon with us. Dad and I know a little bit about it. A whole lot. We know about as much as we knew to buy stuff for the kids, right? And, well, and you used to
I
like
wish I-
Jigglypuff. He was your favorite.
I used to like, because he used
Why?
to draw on people's
Because he
faces
drew
when
on
they,
people's
when they
faces.
fell asleep.
That's right.
But yeah, no, I dug it. I dug it.
So that's nice to see a new kind of fandom that we're not necessarily into, but to see somebody who's really,
The
Nick
thing-
is really into
yeah.
it, and
the thing that I've noticed is there's more people that just collect them than actually play the card game.
yeah, I don't see as many
And that's
people playing the
disappointing.
Pokemon game as like Magic or anything like that. Although there is the younger kids play it. So there is that goes on. So yeah, I thought that was nice. I think that's one of the things that you and I hope to show people on the show is that there are all different kinds of fandom.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you like one and you're not necessarily like well versed in it. If you ask somebody who really loves it because they really love it, they're more than happy usually to like tell you about it and kind of introduce you to it. And it's never too late to jump in
And that's what we're really trying to foster here is just to be able to show the different types of geekdom that are out there. And because you may not know everything about Pokemon, or you might not even know anything about Pokemon, and we might have just introduced you to something that you may like. So definitely check that out. I did get a message to this weekend is Lost in Wonderland at Wonderland Mall of America. So it's March 5th and 6th. So if you want to go there, check out some Tim Burton-y stuff and Alice in Wonderland stuff. Go there, check it out. It'll be fun. They're asking us if we want to do something there for Game Expo. It's short notice, but I don't know. Who knows? We may
We'll have to
show
see.
up and see what happens. We have to go anyway to go because we're actually running on. I actually got back some information back from Wonderland Mall. They have a space for us. They have. We had 2 to choose from, so we're gonna take a look at that and see what we can do with that. And we're gonna play some games out there, and maybe we'll do that this weekend too. So who knows?
Well, and you and I
We'll let
also
you know.
have a meeting this weekend. We have been invited to get a little free library.
We actually, we're going to release a little free library here in San Antonio for Geek Out, by Geek Out SA. So
Yeah, so we're going to meet with some people this weekend and start talking about that and setting that in motion. Obviously, because I'm an educator, reading is really important. And I give Vincent a hard time about not reading, but he actually, was brought up and educated and he reads and, always read to the kids when they were little. And so we know how important it is for children to have books in their lives and how it can help them. So this is an important thing, and we'll be bringing you some more information about that as it comes along. The little free library, though, is moving through Texas. And so they are going to be at the library on Monday so people can go and talk to them about being what's called a library steward. And I'm sorry, I have to pull up the website. but you basically, as the library steward, is you're watching out for the library, and you're kind of taking care of the library, and you're making sure that it's stocked with books and that nobody's like putting graffiti on it or anything like that. And you can actually put these little libraries in your front yard, just for people in the neighborhood who can go through and they can actually check out the libraries and take books and donate books. So it's a really nice
and that's
concept.
a cool thing too. You can even go in and go to these little free libraries and actually donate some of your books, but you want to make sure that it's something that is meaningful, not something that you're going to throw away.
Yeah, no,
but
I mean,
something
this
that's
is
meaningful for kids.
Sometimes it's for little kids who don't have anybody, and so they're lonely, and sometimes they're in that book world and they get to, meet these characters or whatever, or they're going through a rough time and they need to go through that. So yeah, I just think it's important. And I'll put some more information up. I don't know what I did with the link. I'm sorry.
And then we're going to need to figure out where we're going to put our little free library. So we
have
have
an
a
idea,
few places that we think that we might do it. But we'll see what happens with that. It'll be fun. It'll be the first time we've done something like this before, and I don't know, I'm really happy that we're going to be able to do that, and we might be able to do even more and do several little free libraries out here.
Yeah, I think that would be really great, and expand that in the community so that kids can read, and we're hoping to get some geeky books for kids to read about superheroes and stuff, and kind of introduce them to this whole genre of fandom too. So I think that will be really great. I'll post some more links later. I'm a little frazzled and I don't know what I did with the link to what library they're going to be at, but they are going to be at a library on Monday, so I have time to post it and y'all can find out. And then maybe you'd like to come and be a steward and have a little library in your front yard and encourage kids to read. So I think that would be great. So the Wonderland Malls and Little Free Libraries for this weekend.
That'll be fun.
What else? Oh, you were telling me something else, computer related, Google something. What were you telling me about Google earlier?
I didn't actually get any pictures of this or anything like that. Sort of. I just don't have any for the show. One of the Google self-driving cars got into an accident with a bus.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't it supposed to be like
It
auto-corrected and stuff so that it can't do that?
Well, it made a decision because it thought that the bus driver was going to slow down and let the car through. But apparently the bus driver wasn't paying attention. So since that happened, Google is taking responsibility for it because it should have known that, well, you shouldn't have gone.
Right.
It was off in the shoulder because it was trying to avoid some like sandbags or something like that. And then it was going to merge back on, and then that's when it happened. He didn't have enough, the car didn't have enough space.
Was that one of the ones here in Texas, or?
No, it wasn't here in Texas.
I mean, that just means that you just have to calibrate it again and check it and make sure that it knows all the parameters and stuff. I don't think that there's any way to take every possible... Oh. I don't think there's any way to figure out every possible thing that humans are going to do, because humans are unpredictable.
Right.
So until we get to the point where all the cars are Google cars or some type of like self-driving car, you're still going to have accidents. Because you can't tell. Like,
but once they're all Google cars, then it should be good to go. They'll be driving themselves and stopping. I mean, they already make like brake response systems.
Oh yeah.
That they can brake before you even realize that you need to brake.
Like in the Lexus or something, right? Where you have to, yeah. So there's already stuff, but I don't know. Self-driving cars make me think of Demolition Man and iRobot, like all the time. Like Will Smith, like taking over
the original Total Recall.
Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah, I forgot about that. Like, I guess Demolition Man sticks in my head a lot because he's Stallone, and he's like, no, I want to do it like the old school way. And then Will Smith, because he's like, no, I want to do it the old school way. Like in Total Recall, they just accept it. Because no, he's a taxi driver in Fifth Element. I was trying to think. I'm sure there's other things with self-driving cars, but
Blade Runner.
in Blade Runner.
It's a long time ago, and they had a self-driving car.
So it's funny. It would probably be a funny or an interesting study to do to find out how many of the modern conveniences we have because of like science fiction writers and things like that. Like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Like what came first? Like somebody trying to prototype that?
We've had a lot of stuff that have come out just because of Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah.
And ton of stuff that they like made happen just because of that. So it drove science. Science fiction drove science. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool when you think about it, yeah. It's like somebody just imagined this and then scientists were like, I think I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or inventors or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of amazing how far the human mind can go.
I mean, like the stuff that we can do now that we weren't able to do before, like it's almost like a tricorder that they used to have back in Star Trek that could do all this stuff, but now we have technology that can do that here, now, in the now, and it's happening.
Yeah, and I can just see it getting further and further. Like my students today, we were talking about natural selection versus selective breeding, and I'm trying to explain to them like how humans can like make things happen, and we have rainbow carrots now and different colors of cauliflower, and we have the big muscly cows because of breeding, and little tiny dogs that you can carry in your purse. So a lot of the kids who are really thinking about it and they're really interested, they're like, whoa, what if you could do that to people? Well, what would happen? Could you do that with your baby? What if you wanted your baby to be really strong and be a really good athlete? And, so we had to talk about the whole, ethics of all of that. But it's always like people's wheels are turning,
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about photosynthesis and stuff. And they're like, well, what if we could find a way to put chloroplasts in our cells and we could make our own food? Like that would solve a lot of problems if we could make our own food and we wouldn't have to grow stuff and, So it's just like people thinking.
Yeah, but I like eating food.
Well, right. I mean, we do, but it's just like how people, come up with ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting to see people coming up with ideas and new things that can be coming out. And I think we live in a good age to see things like changing and I don't know. I always think it's very interesting. I always get all sciencey and be like, oh, that's really cool.
You know what else is really cool?
What?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead is really cool.
It is really cool. So,
Rick. Somebody needs a leash for Rick.
Yeah. So y'all should already know about the thing with him and Michonne.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Well, it was out on
that was the last
episode, the end of the last episode. But yeah, no, I think that The Walking Dead has a real good way of building throughout the entire season, and I think they're doing it here again, where it seems like, oh yeah, we can do this, and the whole group thinks that we can do that, but something's gonna go wrong throughout the entire
I know
way.
But you can't help but have this little like modicum of hope, right? I mean, here you're frightened for them, right? They're going to this new establishment and you're like, don't go in there, don't leave somebody outside, do something, like don't everybody go in there, like don't be stupid, right? And then they go in there and the people aren't necessarily dangerous, but
they're just a-holes.
Yeah. That guy, that head guy, I wanted Maggie to just shoot him right off the bat, and then I'm like, why do I want them to shoot people already? It's like it just started. And this should not be my natural reaction to everything in the post-apocalyptic world. Just shoot him. It's okay. They're horrible. Just shoot them. You know.
and then just take it over, because from last season that's what they were trying to do, and you've gotten used to that, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, which is kind of weird and kind of sad in a way. When you step back and think about it, you're like, oh, sad. Humanity should be like coming back together.
Now they're going up against Negan blindly
agreed to this. No recon.
They have no idea how many people Negan has.
Mm-hmm.
They have some idea of what Negan has done.
Like, they're all power hungry and stuff because they killed him with a rocket launcher. Hello, it's a rocket launcher. Do you have some more of those laying around? Are you going to take that over there? Like, you know. And then where do you cross the line? And then maybe this is something they have to think about this season. Where do you cross the line and you're the new governor? You've become the governor now. Right? And how come every time Rick's around there will be blood? Like, a lot of blood. Like,
yeah.
there was no need for him to take that guy out like that. Like, the guy obviously needed to be stopped, but it was blatantly obvious as an outsider. It was blatantly obvious that he went through with that course of action for a reason. Why didn't Rick and them just kind of stand back and let them all bloodbath each other? Then they could have just, like, you know, taken out the last few of them and been like, peace, this is my compound now.
It makes too much sense.
I know.
It's not good TV.
I know.
But yeah, no, I like when he stabs it and then he gets up and they're like staring up. He's like, what?
Yeah. What? I just killed
With
that guy.
blood all
There's
over
blood
me.
dripping down my face. It's like dripping off of me. What?
What?
The way he did it,
Why are you looking at me like
What?
that?
I always kill people like this. What's wrong with you? It was pretty good. Yeah. It was pretty good.
I haven't seen Walking Dead since like season 3, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're
but
totally missing out.
I'm hoping I'll forget by the time it's up on Netflix, so I can just watch it all the way through
Yeah,
and
'cause
not
Netflix,
remember any of this.
hashtag old people problems. We like to watch things as they come out. So that one was really good. What else did we watch? Supergirl.
Supergirl. Yeah.
What happened?
I'm still really liking it.
Yeah, I'm still following her more. I don't feel like, I'm sick of her. And then so you and I were worried that they were going to do the whole Cat Grant knows who Supergirl is. Oh, now magically Cat Grant doesn't. But it seemed this last episode that she still knew that Kira was Supergirl, right? Because she's like, oh.
It's weird.
It's weird, right?
It's weird. And another cool thing is, I think, what was her name? Indigo? It was Brainiac 8. That was the actual character, Brainiac 8. Version 8 or something like that. And was coming after Kara. But the actress that played Kara, or played Indigo, played Kara in Smallville.
Yes.
She played Supergirl in Smallville.
Yeah, I
so
do
that
like
was interesting.
these
I
little
like how they're
ties,
doing these little ties with everything. And then at the end of the month, end of this month, we're going to see the team up of Flash, Supergirl.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like we're going to have another Flash episode until about that time when that happens. Because there's not another Flash for a while. So they kind of have us on hiatus with the Flash for a while.
Darn it.
Which, they unmasked Zoom. Hello.
Yeah.
Were you not in shock? I was kind
But
of in
it's
shock.
not him. It's not him, though. I think the guy behind the glass that Barry was trying to get out, that's
the real Jay Garrett.
That's a real Jay Garrett.
Yes, I think so too. But then why does Zoom look like Jay Garrett?
Because I think that's a reverse Flash.
So everybody in Earth 2 is Jay Garrett? I'm like confused by the whole thing.
No, he's the reverse Flash.
Zoom is.
Yeah. Because the reverse Flash got thrown back in as soon as Jay Garrett came in. Or whatever happened. I guess they're going to explain it. But he could have gone to Earth 2 and taken over there, and that's why I don't know. It's crazy.
I don't know. I feel like
And
it must be some kind of clone thing or split
he was able
thing.
to steal Jay Garrick's speed, and that's why he wants the Flash's speed.
Well, but see, Jay Garrick had been juicing, basically, where he had been taking that Flash, that what's-her-face helped him with. Okay, so he's juicing on this Flash serum or whatever to make himself faster and faster and faster. So, I'm assuming Zoom was doing the same thing, but it actually took with him, like he got it to stabilize or something. I don't know. It's all very muddy in my head about like what's going on with all of it, especially now that he pulled it off. And you had me totally convinced that it was Barry's dad. So then when it wasn't Barry's dad...
That's what they said. They said it looked... Because I looked at pictures and the face and the eyes look like... And then that would... I don't know. It could still be him. Because we know there's ways of changing people's faces.
I don't know. It's all very strange. I like it though. Like I'm still digging it. They haven't like jumped the shark or anything for me. They're still doing good. So that was pretty shocking. I didn't think that they were gonna reveal him yet, and then he's off. I was like,
I don't know what I thought about King Shark though.
a little cheesy for you.
That was a little cheesy.
Yeah, and I felt like very cliffhangery with the end of X-Files. I was like, so does this mean they're gonna try to introduce us to these younger characters and start a new X-Files? Was this just a like, this is all you get, hope you enjoyed it at the end, here's the X-Files? Like I wasn't quite sure.
Forget You or...
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure where everything was going with that, so that was a little interesting.
This is what you get for not liking us enough last time.
It's like they are always trying to bring all this stuff back from back in the day. Like you and I finally went and saw Point Break the other day, and we're like, oh, no, it's not the same. It's not the same. So they like I'm wondering if they were trying to bridge that. Like I know it's not the same, but you might like these characters. We kind of like put them in these episodes with Mulder and Scully so that you can kind of get
But I can't see Mulder and Scully be replaced. But I guess since Scully is more of a believer now, it changes up the dynamics of it.
If I tried the monkeys, then I saw.
But you just want them to be. You want them to be together. Mulder and Scully.
Mulder and Scully. And now you wish they could get their son back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all very sad now. I'm like, it's so depressing on the X-Files. I don't want to watch it anymore.
So before everything happened, what all did we accomplish?
Before the grid went down, we talked about the PS4 and all of that.
Talked about the PS4 and the remote play. So that's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait till that happens. We talked about the Pokemon 20th anniversary.
Woo woo, Pokemon.
With Celebi, which was really cool because they're celebrating.
Because it's all cute and celebration.
We talked about our geeky shows. We talked about the Google car getting into a crash, and all that was involved with that. Do you know that they have to like report periodically every single thing that happens to like the DMV?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe the DMV is trying to create some kind of like over-encompassing system that sees all the different traffic
it's
things.
Skynet.
Shh, don't say that out loud.
Skynet. Think about it, Skynet.
Shh.
She's gonna be in the sky with flying cars and invisible highways in the sky.
I hope Arnold's on my side.
But no, thanks for checking us out again. I'm Vince.
This is Pikachu, and I'm Colleen.
Geek out, SA, and check out this new outro.